My name's Digby Fairweather. I'm a jazz trumpet player, and back in 1988 I had the good fortune to set up the National Jazz Archive at Loughton. Now, the National Jazz Archive at Loughton is still going very strong. We have superb collections of everything about jazz: books, periodicals, journals, memorabilia, letters, photographs, pretty much anything that you can look at or read on the subject of jazz. However, over the last 3 or 4 years, because of government cuts, there's been increasing spatial problems at Loughton in terms of getting new collections. And quite recently, I had some superb talks with the CEO at Southend, Rob Tinlin, and his fine assistants, Nick Harris and Rosemary Pennington. They agreed to set up an outreach department of the National Jazz Archive here in the Beecroft Art Gallery at Southend. What we want to do is establish a department that's working, that's not only a fine research centre, but also a place where good friends to the music can come and, as we say, hang out, to enjoy the atmosphere, to listen to the music playing on the speakers, and also do the serious research that they want to do. So, what are our particular treasures in the NJA? Well, down here we have a full research collection of books and periodicals. But one thing that we have been able to do, which I'm very excited about, is to begin a full museum collection as well. Right behind me is the first piano of our first jazz night, Sir John Dankworth's CBE, which we've acquired and which is a very valuable cultural artefact. And over yonder we have the complete collections of Humphrey Lyttelton. Well, not everybody will remember Humph these days, but until he died in 2008, would I say our principal jazz ambassador. He broadcast on the subject for the BBC for over 40 years. He was a great trumpeter and a band leader of immense stature. Southend and jazz. Well, one of the reasons I'm so pleased that we are setting up this centre here in Southend is that Southend has an immense jazz history. During the 40s and 50s, there were endless jazz clubs in Southend. All the American jazz giants, from Louis Armstrong to Count Basie to Duke Ellington, all came to play at the Great Odeon Cinema and at the Cliffs Pavilion. And we have as well a huge community of great local musicians who are carrying on the traditions. There's jazz all over the town in 2016, and that's exactly the way it should be. And in the future, one of our principal aims and objectives will be to get new generations of people involved in this beautiful music. And I'm confident we can.